My question relates to best practice for public service mutuals. The TUC and Cooperative UK has published Public Services, Cooperatives and Mutuals Best Practice Guidance for Public Services that are to be spun off into mutuals. This guidance outlines a set of principles agreed between trade unions and representatives of the cooperative sector in relation to the provision of public services by cooperatives and mutuals. The guidance notes the following points. Employee support for the creation of a public service mutual or cooperative is imperative. The creation of a public service mutual or cooperative should be endorsed by a majority in an open and transparent ballot of staff directly affected with a full range of options provided. Mutuals and cooperatives providing public services should avoid seeking competitive advantage or short-term efficiency gains through the depression of workforce pay, terms and conditions. Will Birmingham City Council fully endorse and follow the best practice guidance public services, cooperatives and mutuals in the process of spinning off any council services into a mutual? Further, will Birmingham City Council ensure the guidance is enshrined in the policy and practice of the shadow boards leading services into mutualisation? Thank you.
I call upon Deputy Leader, Councillor Ian Ward, to reply.
Thank you, Mr Sheridan, for that question. As no doubt you are aware, the Council is suffering from unprecedented budget cuts imposed by the Tory Lib Dem government. They might not like it, Lord Mayor, but it is a fact. The government is forcing Birmingham City Council to cut around £150 million from its budget in 2015-16. In order to balance the budget, all options are being considered. A mutual is one such option, albeit a welcome one, led by staff. In relation to the best practice guide on mutuals, we will review that carefully and engage, as is our usual practice, with the trade unions.
Thank you, Councillor Ward. The third question today is also to the Deputy Leader, Councillor Ian Ward, from Mr Steve Gove-Humphreys, who is also in attendance at today's meeting. Mr Gove-Humphreys, could I ask you to put your question, please?
Thank you, Lord Mayor and members of the Council. Birmingham has great aspirations for the digital economy to be central to the expansion of information technology and of cultural, social and creative opportunities within the city and beyond. These aspirations are at risk from the threat of closure and reduced hours faced by Birmingham's thriving IT innovative library service, which delivers this connectivity which many residents in the city cannot access other than through their local library. If we are genuinely committed to greater social engagement with communities, how will closure of free libraries, properly staffed with equipment and help from dedicated staff, do other than disadvantage and exclude those individuals who cannot readily join in with this digital revolution? Too many citizens are outside the digital engagement that free Wi-Fi gives to many in this chamber. Recent Ofcom figures show a 76% take-up of the internet by all methods by residents in Birmingham against a UK average of 83%. Birmingham is below Manchester, Bristol, Liverpool, Leeds and of course London, and miles behind Cardiff at 95% digital connectivity. Children, older citizens, the unemployed and countless others rely on free Wi-Fi to join in this digital revolution that is central to the workings of a modern society. Taking away this resource by closing libraries will severely limit these people of opportunities to participate in the digital revolution. Why, therefore, perpetuate this divide by closing libraries and damaging the life chances of our citizens. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I call upon the Deputy Leader, Councillor Ian Ward, to reply.
Thank you, Lord Mayor, and thank you, Mr Gove Humphreys, for that question and your interest in this subject. Obviously, no one wishes to see libraries in the city close, but as I said in reply to the previous questioner, the Council is having to review all of its services, including libraries, because of budget cuts imposed by the Tory Lib Dem government. We will be consulting on proposals to balance next year's budget later this month. However, in spite of the government-imposed cuts, we are providing free Wi-Fi in over 300 buildings, including children's homes, elderly people's homes, buildings run by charities and libraries, so that people will be able to access services from different locations. We're also trialling new business models to provide free Wi-Fi and broadband in social housing and establishing digital champions across the city that will support citizens to develop skills and gain the confidence to use technology effectively. All of these measures, Lord Mayor, will help to close the digital divide and allow more people in Birmingham, including children, older citizens and the unemployed, to join the digital revolution. Thank you.